Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. I know I am. Today is my first day off from work in over a week. We've had a few people out sick. Um, so yesterday was I worked 8 days in a row. So yesterday was my eighth day at work. So when I got off yesterday at 3 o'clock, it was um, a much needed break. I'm off for the next few days, probably up until next Tuesday. I'm not sure, why, these people that were out, you know, why they were out. All I know is they were sick and things like that. Were they infected with COVID-19? I have no clue. I don't ask questions. I just go to work just to make sure we have, enough people there to keep the store open. Yesterday, me and another person, which is a manager, we run that whole store yesterday by ourselves, just two people. Um, he run the back of the house, and I run the front of the house. And what I mean by that, he made the pizzas, put them in the oven. They come to me, I cut them, put them in boxes, and then he shipped them out. Cause I'm not, I'm not on the cash register or anything like that. So, he does all that, and plus, I had everybody that come to the dining room. So between 10 o'clock yesterday morning when I got there, when we opened at 11, and time I left yesterday at 3, I had 7 tables, and I made $25 in tips, which is good for me because I don't think none of the others, do that well. Of course, I'm not bragging, but I just, I'm just friendly to people, and um, I make sure they have what they need. I'm not saying the others aren't, but they just don't make, you know, um, the tips like I did yesterday. I think one of the girls that I talked to yesterday came in when I was leaving. She said she don't even make. Sometimes she don't even get $15. Well, I don't know what the problem is, but I just I just done what they asked, got what they wanted, and took it to them. They were happy. Like I told my manager that I was working with yesterday, a happy customer is a repeat return customer, and that's what I like. That's what I like when a customer's happy and they come back and I told them, I said, if you're happy, tell your friends about us, and they said, oh, we will. So hopefully in the future, these people, will come back and their friends will come with them. And there's one guy come in. He works somewhere in Liner, Granite, or something. Had his name on his shirt, and I was calling him by his name. When you know your customers by name, they like that. Then after he left, then two people I went to school with, they were my last table of the day. Well, not the last, the second to the last, because after they let us, a grandma and her granddaughter come in, and I waited on them. But I gave it, I handed it off to the next crew that come in. So that's all right. But yeah, when you call a customer by their name, and you know them, that makes them feel good. So this guy that come in is, on his lunch break, I seen his name. I was calling him by his name, and it made him happy. And like I said, I had the two that I went to school with. They came in, and you know, I didn't recognize them at first because, like she said, it's been at least 35 years since I've seen either one of them. I think her husband was a year or two ahead of me, and then his wife was in my graduating class of '89. And yeah, it's been a while since I'd seen them. So I guess the last time I'd seen her was at one of our class reunions, the one and only that I'd ever been to. I think that was in '96, I believe it was. So yeah, it's been a long time, and the ones, the real preppy girls in our class, they ain't changed. From the time we graduated up until I seen them at that uh, class reunion, they were still all giggling, still talking about me, and so I never went back to another one, and I don't care to go back. There's nobody in my graduating class that I really cared for. There's only one that I liked. We got along fine. Um, his family lived out from where we lived, so him and his brothers are the only two that I really got along with because his dad was my barber, and we always knew each other, and so he was kind of a straight laced guy. Made him toe the line. But his younger brother died, you know, several years ago, and I don't know why. In Illinois, I think car wreck or something. I don't know. But he was the only one, in my graduating class that I liked. But other than that, I couldn't give you a dime for any of the others because they just don't change. You would think, they would grow up, but no, they they'll never grow up. They'll always be the same. If you're not, in a upper echelons of the class, and or you come from a poor family, then we don't care about you. And that's what I did. I wasn't a class valedictorian or any of that, or salutatorian, or I wasn't in the top 10 of the class. And that was my goal. I just went there to get my education and graduate. Go in the front door and go out the back, and that's what we did. Went in the front door of the gymnasium, went out the back door, or I guess went in the back and went out the back. I just wanted to just graduate and get away from them because it's all stuck up and thought they were better than everybody. But this day and age, you just can't think you're better than everybody because it gets you nowhere. But yet they do. Luckily, the one that came in the store yesterday, she was friendly to me yesterday, but I don't remember how she was in school. I think we got along all right, but since she's married to the guy that was one of my best friends in school, I guess she'll be civil, when they come in and things like that. But I just, I know we went to school together, and yesterday, like I said, yesterday's the first time I've seen her in 35 years, or longer. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen any of them, which I don't care to see any of them. It's just one of them things. They're all stuck on themselves, think they're better than me, and this, that, and the other. It is what it is, and what will be will be. But I wasn't raised that way. I treat people the way I'd like to be treated. So I treat everybody with respect, and I wanted it in return. But do I get it? Probably not. But do I care? Nope. Because as long as I do what I want to do, and I'm fine with it. Because like I said, I'm living here by myself, and I love it. Do I want a roommate? Yes, but is it a necessity? No. I'd like to have somebody, just come spend 14 days and, go home, come spend 14 days and go home. I think I've mentioned this before. If I have, I'm sorry, but, just one of them things, it's been almost a week since I put one up, so I thought I'd just pop on and let y'all know that I'm still um, alive and kicking and getting through life. That's about all you can do anymore is um, just take them one day at a time and see what happens. That's what I do. Looks like my shirt's a little out of whack. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it's just the second time I've had this shirt on since I've had it. I ordered it, and it's a good shirt. I like it. It's a lime colored. It's nice, but it don't match my lounge pants because they're blue. But I'm getting ready to change into a pair of jeans here in a minute. I think just have to see because I had my heat on when I got up. It was a little chilly in here, and I just knocked the chill out of here. So I just shut that off before I started vlogging, so that way you couldn't hear it running in the background because it's pretty loud. So because I got a vent over there next to the dresser, so it's pretty loud. But at night I don't have it on. The only time really I turn my heat on is when I'm getting ready to take a shower, and that way I don't get too cold. And I guess I really don't have to turn it on because I've got a heat lamp in the bathroom. It's up in the ceiling. I guess all I have to do is shut the bathroom door and turn that heat lamp on, before I go in to take a shower. I think instead of turning the heat on, anymore, because it's not really been getting too cold, I'll just shut the bathroom door before and turn that on before I take a bath. I think I'm gonna start doing that. That way it saves on my electric bill and all of that. Now, if there's somebody else other than me here, I may leave the heat on, but since it's just me here, I don't care with the heat being on or not, because the comforter I got on my bed, it's pretty heavy and pretty thick, and I stay warm at night. So then I get up, it's a little chilly in here, like I said it was this morning. So I flipped the heat on for about an hour and knocked the chill out, and now I think it's supposed to get near 60 today. I think. I think that's what the weatherman said last night. It's supposed to get near 60. So it's off, and I'll probably after while this is uploaded, I'll probably open the sliding glass door a little bit and get some air in here like I did yesterday. Because yesterday when I got off work, it was nice out and the sun was beating down, so I opened the curtain and opened the sliding glass door a little bit and got some fresh air in here, and it felt kind of good. But then the sun started going down, then it got cooler, so I shut that and shut the curtain, but I didn't turn the heat on for a while. As a matter of fact, I don't. Yeah, I did because I turned it on before I got in the shower. That way, but now that I'm thinking about it, I keep forgetting I've got that heat lamp in the bathroom. I'm just gonna start using that from now on. Because usually I get dressed in the bathroom, so when I come out, then when I start when I start making my dinner, then it gets even hotter in here. So then I have to shut that. Then I actually do shut the heat off because it does get unbearably hot in here because it gets with a stove and oven going and heat. It gets extra warm in here, so I should run over and shut the heat off at the on the wall thermostat there, and that way, all the heat that I got is from the stove and the oven when I use it. But here lately, I haven't been using the oven because, like I said in one of the previous vlogs, it's burning everything I put in there. So even turning the temperatures back, it's still burning. I think the last time I put it in there, I was making some cheddar biscuits, and it burned them a little bit. I mean, not blackened them, but a little darker than I wanted them. But they were still good. I still ate them. And you're probably wondering why I'm complaining about it. It's just frustrating because I don't know what else to do with that. I guess I need to say something to somebody, so they can come in here and look at it. But um, I guess the property manager that's over all of them, I guess she's taking off today until Monday. So, and I hate talking to answer machines. So I'll just probably wait until Monday to call and see if she can get one of the maintenance guys in here to see what's going on with it. Because I'm pretty sure the heating element's going out of it, and I've discussed this problem with a couple of the girls that I work with, and I've told them the same thing, and they agree with me. Turn the heat back and see, or the temperature back and see what that does, or the heating elements going back. So I've done that, and it's still blackening. Burning my food more than I want it. I mean, not burning it well bad enough where I can't still eat it. Just makes it look bad and sets the smoke detector off when it does that. And I'm just glad people ain't been knocking on my door asking if everything's all right. Because when I was living in an apartment in West Bay and it done that, I was making dinner one night and the guy lived down the hall from me, he heard it and he was pounding on the door. And I said, yeah, I just uh, was cooking and I guess I dropped something on the stove and it set my smoke detector off. So I told him everything's fine. And he said, all right, just as long as everything's fine. He said, I didn't want to call the fire department. And I said, well, no, you don't have to do that. I dropped some grease on the stove and it smoked a little bit before I could get to it. But all was well. And same thing here, I tell them, you know, um, everything is well. But usually here when I use the oven, I usually will open the sliding glass door. That way, if it does, there's air coming in to help circulate the smoke out of here. Other than that, not doing a whole lot. I'm just going to enjoy my few days off and rest. I've been having pain in my left calf. I don't know what's going on with it. It's hurting like the dickens. I think the only time it's not hurting when I've got my legs, stretched out. But sometimes, or if I put it one under the other, put my left leg under my right one. But then where I twisted my ankle a couple of weeks ago when I stepped on a hole, that still hurts a little bit. So I have to move it, then have to, shake it and get the blood circulating back in it. So I don't know what's going on in the back of my calf. I mean, it's hurting right now sitting in this chair, but it is what it is. It'll eventually go away. Hopefully, if it's nothing serious. Um, Last time I had that, I ended up spending a week in the ICU with a blood clot, but I don't think it's not that. I just don't know. I think I might have just strained it, working so much and this, that, and the other. But it'll go away on its own eventually. If not, then I'll make a call to my um, primary care provider and just give them a heads up what's going on, see what they want to do. They'll probably just tell me to do what I'm already doing, just keep it elevated and keep an eye on it, which is what I'm doing. Or they may say, add heat or ice to it. I doubt if I add ice, probably put ice to it. I'll probably put some heat on it if I had a heating pad, which I don't, and that'll probably help the strain. But when it gets to hurting too bad, I rode the back of my leg, and that kind of helps a little bit. So I just watch what I do and go on about my day, and um, you know, just do what I do. So with that, I'm running up into almost 20 minutes, and I've got my second cup of coffee sitting in the living room. That's probably getting a little, well, it's not getting cold. I just fixed it before I come in here, but I want to get it drunk before I eat lunch and start drinking a glass of tea. For that, I'm gonna jump off here and hopefully talk to you guys in the near future. When that'll be, I don't know. I don't know. Don't, like I said, just don't hold me to when I put these up, because, like I said, it's been a week, but I've been working. Yesterday, like I said, yesterday was my 8th day in a row, so today's my first day off since last Tuesday. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful just to be working and having what a couple of friends I do have at work that like working with me. So until the next one, you all have a wonderful Thursday, and I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Bye.